Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bub and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.
Hey everyone, welcome along to Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. Kinser and Books a day early, even though it's a short week ahead. Obviously, we head into the long weekend, Easter weekend starting from Friday. No doubt there's plenty of speedway meetings up and down the countryside to enjoy right across your long weekend, your sport for choice. But we'll go back to the big weekend that was at TWS Paradise Valley. Booker and I were there as part of the Hamilton Asphalt's North Island Superstock Champs. Hey, Books.
Hey, mate, yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. It was funny. We're just talking about it, weren't we, mate? You know, like how on the Friday we sort of thought this event doesn't feel like it's, you know, it didn't feel exciting. You know, there wasn't that hype feeling that you get when you go to some tracks. But, man, oh, man, it turned out to be one of the best meetings of the year, didn't it? With those three finals heats and all the warriors out there at the moment on the bottom of their boards going on and on about the weekend's decisions. But mate, it's just I suppose in a way you could say that passion, Kins, it shows just how good our sport is at the moment. Some of them go a bit far, but some of them, well, most of them go a bit far.
You know, that's just the way social media is these days. It doesn't matter what sport it is. Everyone has an opinion. You know, you can cover any code up and down the country worldwide. Sure enough, keyboard warriors will go to town. But we'll talk about, obviously, the winners from the big championship. We're going to catch up with the top three finalists. It was a big day Friday. Not a huge crowd, pretty somber, but we got through the qualifying. Obviously, we knew we all had a bit of a shower. Everyone ran out with their shampoo and soaps, had a wash in the shower. And then we got back into it Sunday afternoon. But it's been a long season, mate. It's been a hell of a long season. And you feel for the drivers, their families, their crews, because it's just been a long bloody season, marred by weather with some of the championships. It just feels like, you know, we're only April next week. And damn, it's been a long season.
Mate, it's been a long season for us too. I mean, my old girl camper, she's taken a bit of a hammering the last this weekend and today. You know, like I left here Thursday, or tried to leave here Thursday, and ended up having to go back, and oil lights come on and burst into smoke and what I thought was flames, and you know, and I got to say a huge thanks, Kins, to TM Autos and Taradale that dropped everything on Thursday to get me going, because he knew I had to get the Rotorua for our show and do our thing, you know, and you just can't beat places like that. Oh, Matt at TM Autos, it was just awesome, you know. And then I went to move today in the camper, and the bloody turn the key and nothing. There's a doornail. So I thought, I need an electrician. So, you know, we get to meet a lot of people in our sport, mate, what we have in the last couple of weeks and years, should I say. And Brett Loveridge, Loveridge Auto Electricals, dropped everything, can send a man over and got me going again. So I haven't had the bill yet, but we'll give him a praise now until I get the bill anyway. But yeah, I mean, Loveridge Auto Electricians, I mean, shit, man.
Yeah.
Another guy, there's people that are in our sport that help everybody. It's amazing, mate, you know, and even us, the lonely plebs, so to speak.
Oh, exactly. You know, only last week we thanked every single sponsor within the sport as well. And hey, you know, things just rolled out as it is. So we'll just carry on through and see where things are at. And we better get back into it and get back to how things unfolded. You got anything else you want to elaborate on from the weekend, mate? I know we had a good breakfast at Hello Stranger, and we enjoyed that.
I mean, I've known the rules on doing runoffs for years. You know, I wouldn't make any mistakes doing that sort of stuff, mate. But speaking of that, should we bring in our first guest? Who are you waving to?
Well, yeah, I just wondered if you can hear me. I was talking, so I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, can you hear me? Through.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was acknowledging Hello Stranger. So there you go. I just wanted to say that.
Oh. Hello, stranger, the place to eat when you go to Rotorua, mate. That's a hell of a breakfast, eh? I was trying to do a funny intro and make myself look hilarious, and you wrecked it. That's it. You've killed it for me. Try to bring Pete in and make it, funny intro, but that didn't work. So should we just bring him in?
Yeah, there he is.
Hey guys.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
He wrecked it for me, eh?
I wasn't actually listening. I wasn't listening to my phone,
all right. We better nail it on to here. People have been asking Pete in the post when we see we're going to talk to you. Just one of those moments. Memory loss, eh?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
The runoff.
Oh, yeah, of course I know. Yeah, no excuse. I mucked up. Someone said I actually forfeited it, but no, I definitely didn't. Last time I did a runoff, I'm pretty sure we were on the old rules, teams racing rules. They've changed them, obviously. I know they changed them because I was at the conference. Yeah, I mean, straight after that last heat, without making excuses, things got busy. We got told there's a runoff. I didn't even know what it's for. Got told who it was for, so I went and saw Kaelin Mooney, and I can remember saying to him, the rules of runoffs, eh? And he said, yeah. So I did that, and we went out, and I made an ass of myself, to be fair.
How'd you feel about that?
But I'd like to see that rule come back in the runoffs, to be fair, and the competitor makes the rule. And simply, I'd like to see a rule put in there to say the leader of the runoff, and let's face it, with 2 or 3 cars in the runoff at the most, we're going to know who the leader is, cannot stop. That will avoid the situation we've had a few years ago that brought this current rule in. And an option there that the car that's not leading can stop and wait if he or she chooses to. So we'll somehow write that in the next remit rule change, which is not this season, unfortunately. It's the one after. So I've talked to a couple of refs about it, and they've both agreed that it's very policeable and it's probably a bit more entertaining spectator-wise, and obviously us competitors would like it that way because you get more than 1 or 2 shots at your component if you don't get off the line quick enough, like I didn't.
Yeah. So based on that, Pete, too, saying the lead car can't stop, which I see the point, and it makes it a bit of spectacle. Are we also saying then as well you're keeping it to be the normal race rules on a runoff? Because didn't runoffs? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've got no idea, mate. That's why I'm asking you. But did runoff rules used to be under teams rules?
Used to be, and they changed it to normal race rules, and then they changed it to no stopping. Well, and sort of in that order. But I think it came about as Bryce Steiner was telling me on Sunday night. He was involved in a runoff with, I can't remember his name, in Hawke's Bay, and he didn't get the lead, so he waited, and his opponent stopped as well. So everyone's waiting there, including spectators and officials and all that, waiting for someone to move. And I believe Bryce took his steering wheel off and hanged it out the window.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So they did that rule, but without thinking about it, no one stops. But it's more fun if the 4 laps someone can stop. So maybe we'll put this runoff rule into that the lead car can't stop. The non-leading car can stop if choose to.
And still keep that same rules as well?
And definitely normal race rules, no over-aggressive attacking and stuff like that. Runoffs are meant to be fun, not frigging hurt somebody. But as a simple tidy up, we will have to wait and follow the right process to do that, obviously. But long story short, I stuffed up and didn't make a spectacle of our runoff.
Pete, overall, though, the whole event, you got yourself out there Friday, got through to qualify. Not the biggest crowd, but, you got there in the end, you got to the finals. What was your thoughts on the Friday night racing? Oh,
the Rotorua is a hard track to race on, and I think that's why we all like it. So the racing itself, from where we sit, is real competitive, and make a mistake, you get past. Someone in front of you makes a mistake, you get past. You try and force them to make mistakes. The track was awesome as normal. and even Stan got it back for the night too. So it was cool. It was cool, and qualifying's a big thing these days at that level. So myself qualifying, I'm an old fellow. They tell me, or every second person tells me that. So I was happy to qualify, and and then concentrate on night two. That got delayed, and night 2.5 come along, and we had another day meeting, and that changes everything once again. But spectacle wise, it all just came in place, and there made a bit of controversy and some hits, and but if you're a spectator at that event or on the live stream and you did not like it, I'd take up another spectacle sport if I was you.
So you're right, mate. It's like Aikens. It turned out those 3 heats on that Sunday just turned out to be absolutely freaking amazing. It was good racing. And that qualifying night, what were you thinking when was it you? I think young Trent James come in and over the top of you and ended up on his lid and back on his wheels?
So where I sat, I'd made some places in that. I'd held my own, or I made a few places, and counting through my head as the race was going on, I was sitting pretty good for points wise until that last corner, and young Trent, inexperienced Trent, very pushy Trent, and a customer of mine, Trent, come through pretty much like a clown and put himself in a position that stuffed myself and him. As he was going over, I was actually frigging laughing to myself because that was karma. 2 seconds after he took me out. And when I changed down, and I'm pretty sure I clipped his roll cage on the way past, so his car's coming here to get fixed, so it's going to be more karma because I'm going to send him a bill for that. That's the difference between winning and losing. That moment. And he rolled. He got home and got points because he landed back on his wheels, but it cost me 5 points in that one moment. And it's just the way it unfolded. I mean, where I sit, and it was actually a really cool race. Even that part of it, I was looking at the bottom of a car that I had built for a couple of seconds, and then hear it roll and rev, and like Trent does, he does the most revs ever when we're not even racing. So that's all part of the excitement, and like I say, it must have been good to watch.
Oh, definitely. Look, he's a young guy that don't even work on his bloody car. He rolled on up after we seen the boys all working on the car. I think might have been on the Saturday morning before the rain rolled up. But Pete, yourself and Mark Costello, you guys, both years, you couldn't split years apart there in the qualifier night. You guys are having a big battle between you. Just good to see. And I know you were talking to each other by the bus as well. And just good to see yourself and Mark having some good battles, eh?
Oh, that was actually in the finals, to be fair. And we jawed grids close to each other all night. So, and when you race beside someone like Mark, and we both said it, there was a lot of respect there, but also pushing and shoving, and it was exciting in that 15 laps. Sometimes I forgot to breathe, and I think we had a red light in one of them, and I was puffed, and I was thinking, what the hell are we doing? And then we take off and we push each other the next corner, and I pass him, and then he pushes me, and he passes me, and I think I pipped on the line by you could hardly measure it on the live stream. I mean, on the live timing thing. So we had a laugh and went down to his bus, and that's what it's pretty much. That's what it's about for me these days. So that's a great memory of the night. And there was a bit of a bonus at the end. I managed to get on the podium. On step 3 instead of step 2 because Kaelin beat me in the runoff.
On the Friday night after the race had finished, myself and Kins went over and went to sort of catch up with Paul Vasey and have a beer, and I looked at him and he says to me, "Man, that Pete did the best move of the frickin' night there, didn't he?" Because he didn't realise what happened. So people that were watching the first night, you would have seen Pete and Paul Vasey having a ding-dong battle with each other, smashing each other out of the way, and next thing Pete stopped in the middle of the track and the whole field behind him piled up and he just drove off like nothing had gone wrong. Everybody thought you'd slammed the brakes on, mate, but what happened?
Oh, one of his hits, my dash come loose. I lost the bolt on my dash, and the hit was big enough it flicked the fuel pump off. So when I ran in the corner, it coughed, and then it just died. And he smoked me, and he half spun, and then he got cleaned up from behind. And in the meantime, I flicked my fuel back on because I had no fuel pressure, and it buggered off.
The whole
we should have actually kept that quiet because he thought I did it on purpose.
Yeah. There was a lot of people thought that, Pete. A lot of people thought, shit, you done one of the best bloody moves. Even Paul said it to us. He says, I've never seen a move like that done before from Pete Rees. And they all thought you just locked it on, slammed it on, and he went to the bloody place. He came out the west, though. He came out the west.
Yeah, he's another one. He's another one I enjoy racing with, and there's no. It's like there's been plenty of friendship, but there's just push, and then after the race, we have a laugh. After the night, we have a beer.
Yeah,
he's another one.
Well, the other thing too, isn't it, Pete? It wasn't your first car, but a Vasey built car, wasn't it?
Yeah, I ran a car for JD. Yeah, first Superstock. Second Superstock. I ran a car for JD, and that was a Vasey built. And when I got in the sport, Vasey was building lots of cars down here in Palmy, and I'm in Gisborne, and he was someone I learnt a lot off and looked up to, and he's still out there today. And next year on the tour, the Rees tour, it's actually Vasey's final tour, so we'll put that up there, with the Rees tour. It's a Vasey final tour, so he's going to come down south with us and enjoy all the tracks down there and say farewell, because he's got all his kids coming through and he's going to lose his car in the year after this, so a lot of respect.
Yeah, hard
That's
out,
very
Pete.
cool.
Hey, Caleb Ashton pedalled on Friday night in your car. What was the feedback from young Caleb in your car?
I didn't talk to him for too long. He's quite quiet, but I talked a lot about his car, and there's heaps of positives and heaps of things that I think could be better. But from what I could tell, he did 3 or 4 laps before he got the use of my car, and then he went good, real good, and he had a big smile on his face when we were talking down by his car. So I haven't really caught up with the young fella, but I'd say he was pretty happy about it.
And of course, your son, talking of Paul Vasey, you didn't even know Asher was behind you in Paul's bloody car.
No, I couldn't see out the back of young fella's car, but Asher was out there doing Paul a favour, getting some feedback, and his feedback was good for Paul, and it's actually good for all of us. We did a car swap. We've done a few of them this year. I did one for Tyler James and Gisborne a while back, and you get to learn a heap. And any feedback's good for us guys, because we just want to keep going forward.
Exactly. So what's talking of going forward, Pete? I know what you're not racing Easter weekend. What's happening going forward though for you and the family?
We're taking Ethan's motor out right now and getting that accessed by Hartley tomorrow. The fire was an oil line that was loose. It was on the exhaust, so when he stopped, that caught fire. But it was running hot all night and using water, so we've got a heat issue or something going on there. And we've got to try and get that fixed before Wanganui weekend after Easter, West Coast Champs and Memorial Night for them. We'd love to support that meeting. It's a cool meeting. Our final meeting in Gisborne, 2-nighter, 12th, 13th, I think it is, next month. Yeah. And that's a cracker. We'll be canvassing for Superstock for that. Hopefully we get the support, because everyone that goes over there enjoys it at the end of the day. And then we've got Auckland teams, and we just found out today that it is a 6-driver team event. So we'll search around and finish it. At this stage, unfortunately, the developed team isn't needed in Auckland, so just be a Giants team at this stage. But we'll, if someone pops out, we'll hopefully get them in there.
Cool.
That'll be our season. A couple of cars are sold. We're all getting new cars, new engines. I'm getting a new trailer. I mean, we're going to be quieter building, but we're still going to be busy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey, just to give dates, you touched on it briefly with the tour down south. Any ideas, dates that people who are watching the show, who are in preparation, may want to travel with the show, come and watch it down the South Island, or for those drivers or fans down on the South Island, you got any kind of dates that are in place at the moment you want to share?
Very unconfirmed, but the 13th, 14th, I think, of March 2025 will be the start date in Blenheim. And like I say, we haven't completely talked to all the promoters directly. We're going to wait till conference for that. Hopefully, Speedway New Zealand get on side with us this year because we were bidding for dates last year, and that in the end, the date that they gave Gisborne Speedway for North Island Stock Car Champs clashed with the start of the tour, so we pulled the tour. So we'll hopefully get them on side this year, and would be a 2-week tour, finishing at Christchurch at the modified invasion, a 2-nighter. Jace from the pits wants to follow, or is going to follow the whole tour. Stock cars, super stocks, and classics, and even we're going to get some modifieds there because they might hook on for Greymouth and another track down there that runs them. The planning's there, just not cemented. So I might liven up my Facebook later on, closer to the conference, and get a bit more information out there and start getting commitment for that.
It's going to be epic, Aikens. We're going to be on that tour.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome. 100%. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people waiting for it too. Like, people are really chomping at the bit to jump on with this tour. I think it's, and now you've got those classes doing it, including modifieds. I think it's just going to be an outstanding tour and good fun.
The first one was epic, but this one was obviously going to be better because we've had practice at doing it. Got a lot of people that want to help on this one too. And the biggest thing is the classes we're taking, we're running, and the tracks down there, they don't see probably what we can offer that often, probably since the last time we did a tour, to be fair. So, they're excited, the ones that I've talked to so far. So, yep, it'll all line up for 2025 in the next season, or 2026 it must be, in the next season. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Well, we might as well I know I'm going to bring in Kaelin. I think he wants to have a bit of a chat while we're there, Pete. Here's your mate, Kaelin.
How's it?
What do you want to chat to me about? I just gave him a friggin' 2 trophy.
Oh, we're going to get him to explain the runoff rule to you, Pete.
No, it's just normal racing rules. We're not allowed to stop during racing.
Is that your vision? My vision's the other way. It would be more fun.
I would have just waited for you.
Oh, you're too quick for me. You would have actually more enjoyed me to wait, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably. Had a bit of fun out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you did 3 laps on your own, or 4 laps on your own, basically. How boring is that?
Easy way to win.
Say no more.
Hey, cheers, Peter. Thanks for the fun weekend, and good to catch you and the boys and everyone there, JD as well. And well done getting 3rd in the runoff, and we'll catch up trackside real soon, eh?
All good. Appreciate it, guys.
Cheers, Pete.
See you, Pete.
Oh, there we go. All right, on to young Kaelin now.
How's it?
Yeah, good. Hey, congrats on the runoff, and obviously Pete had a memory loss there, but you had those 4 laps by yourself, and hey, you come away 2nd in the North Island Championship, mate. The Mooney family would be stoked.
Yeah, no, we're pretty happy. Yeah.
Yeah. What was your aim, obviously, for the whole championship? I'm guessing the first and foremost Friday, keep it on all 4s and qualify, which you did.
Yeah. Obviously, qualifying is always the main goal. Anything above there's a bit of a bonus. After the first kind of race, I don't know, tried a bit more. I've had pretty good results. So I thought we need to change some tyres again and see if we can push a bit further.
Mate, how's the new car going to date? They're obviously quite successful with what you achieved on the weekend.
Yeah, it's unreal compared to the last car. Pete's done a nice job. Pete and Ash have done a nice job building a new car, and it just makes it way really easy for me to drive. What is it?
It just points itself in the direction that you want it to go, and you're pretty well comfortable with it as well. You seem to come to grits pretty well straight off from behind the wheel, basically.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just the steerer, kind of just drives itself, and we just go along for the ride.
Yeah, we had your granddad behind us up in the stands there watching you in that runoff. He was pretty excited. Actually, he stood behind us most of the night, both nights, didn't he, Kins? And he was pretty pumped, and he was excited when you took off, and And he said, and he's going out, go, Kaelin, guys, it's okay. Pete, stop now. You don't have to worry. He'll get taken off. And sure enough, the Reds came on just as I said it. Yeah, they were pretty stoked, mate. He was pretty big smiles, your granddad?
Yeah, he's pretty happy. It's just quite funny. He got second in Rotorua at North Island's like 1978, so it was pretty cool to even get that.
Oh, cool.
Holy hell. Replicating that of all those decades gone by. Wow. That's pretty cool, eh? That must make the family feel proud, because the Mooney name's well known when it comes to the V. And we're talking, I think, just by your trailer there, what a hell of a season it's been for the V this year. And I can just imagine, because I can't see any comments on my cell phone, and I think it's all about up the V. You've had a bloody good season.
Yeah, the club itself had an outstanding season, probably one of the best to date on all classes, not just the contact classes as well. So it's been really good.
It's good to see the V cars and everyone loving it at the moment. Just want to say hello to Richard and Trudy Aldridge. They were in there. Who else we got? Murray Goodley. There you go. Aaron Ferguson already saying up the V. Wayne Otten chats with the old chaps. Evening, lads. Thomas Jr. Hudinui, cheer the media bros. They're going to sing a few songs apparently. Samantha Kiss, how are you? Scott Honeybone, Kerry Russ. Tracy Vincent's watching. She's excited for the Rees tour next year. Actually, Kaelin, since you got a Rees car, you going to jump on that tour next year, mate?
I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll just see how it plans out.
Yeah.
I'm not planning on it at the moment. But if money's there and it's going to make it worth it, then maybe.
Yeah. Hey, getting through the finals day on Sunday, obviously everyone got rained off on the Saturday, mate. You qualified and you had your grids. Just wanted to get at the pointy end and get enough points and see what would happen, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. It's getting past the first corner, always a big one. So yeah, just trying.
Actually, didn't you get put to the wall by Alan McRobbie?
Yeah. I took one off Pete. He was trying to hold Pete up, and I went around the outside and he had to dive at me too. So lost a few spots there, but that's the way it is.
It's racing though, eh? That's what these cars are for, eh?
Oh, definitely. McRobbie's trying to help his clubmate. His clubmates that were up there as well. So, that's fair game. We're all in contact classes. So,
isn't it good to see you helping your clubmates? The letter being represented when it comes to that. We're staunch on that compared to some days people say the mate side of things, but the club, the letter, out there supporting each other, getting them home, eh?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's coming back. It was a lot of mates for a long time, and it's now definitely coming back to club mates. So it means a lot, especially like for myself when had the Woman boys helping me. It means a lot more.
That's cool. A-books. Hey, we love that. Eh?
Yeah, you know me, mate. I'm all about your club should come first. If it was me and my mate come from out of town and I put him in the wall, that'd be the bragging rights on the piss later, wouldn't it? I got you, bro. Hey, isn't that what it's about, Kaelin? I got you, mate. And stop them.
It's all about the drink afterwards.
but you expect it to come back at you as well, eh? It's just one of those bloody things. What goes around on the track, as long as it stays on the track.
Yeah, definitely. We all, there's no mates really when you put your helmet on. Obviously, in a situation like that, you got your club mates, but it's all we're all racing for ourselves out there.
Yeah. How's the season been to date so far? With that second you just done, mate. How's it been overall, just rating the season? New car, everything, the whole package. How, in your mind, how's your season been to date?
Obviously it's been very good. The only thing I haven't qualified was New Zealand, so I blew a dry shaft in the second race there. But other than that, I've qualified for the GP, 240s, done Palmy teams, and then also in the stock car, did New Zealand stock car and stuff like that too. So it's been pretty good. Yeah, not a lot of results for say in national championships, but being in the top 10, which is kind of the goal this year, really.
Okay, mate. Talking to teams, is the Warriors coming out to Auckland come mid-April?
Yeah. So we should be there. Like Pete said earlier, there's 6 cars, 6 drivers now. So hopefully we can have the whole all of us the same team as Palmy.
Do you like that idea, Kaelin, that 6 cars, 6 drivers?
Yeah, I like it, especially for me because I don't fit. I like saying I don't fit Lofty's car or Jerry's car, so it works out probably a lot better for the bigger people.
It seems to be common sense. It's safety, and that's paramount in our sport. Making sure that the 6 cars there with their driver and they're comfortable in it. Because I've seen over the years where guys who've been their driver without a vehicle had to, like you just said, kind of get used to it. May not be the right height or everything like that. It just puts the drivers in danger, eh? So I think it's just a common sense bloody rule.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot easier. Like we did it for Auckland stock car teams, and you don't have to use all 6 drivers, but if you do, it's not like a fresh car, but it's say if someone does get a big hit, you can just put in a fresh driver in their own car, which is way safer. That's what we build cars around ourselves nowadays, so it definitely makes it a lot easier.
So Easter weekend, mate. Do you think you're pedaling anywhere Easter weekend, or are you having a weekend off?
Nah, I'm gonna have a weekend off just because our final meeting's the week after, and just had to come. Actually, the cars right for that one.
Yeah, that's got a big meeting, eh? That one actually down there in Wongas.
Yeah, like it's like a West Coast and all the memorials. So each race is a different kind of championship. So that's all. Yeah, quite a big night.
Just something out of the abnormal here, mate. Put your stock car and your Superstock aside. If there was another class in Speedway that you would be tempted to jump behind the wheel on, what would you have a go at?
Oh, I want to drive a midget one day. I want to get there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they all.
Yep.
Honey,
I want to do midgets, eh? Just the pure speed?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's a lot of skill to drive one of them. It wouldn't be easy. So a lot of no mistakes, and you get somewhere. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Actually, let's bounce back over the family history. Do you know if any of the family have had a dabble in any other class in the Speedway off the top of your mind?
Yeah, so Papa did or like modifieds when he was racing.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing really else. Old boys had to go on a sidecar, but that was about it.
And of course, you got the young fella coming on through now. We caught up with him at the MIP and the mini stocks, and the name's going to continue through that young man as well. He's just eager as he was exciting to watch it on the track. And, these young boys and girls in their class, we had the New Zealand team there over the weekend, and the Australians, they just love the hospitality up and down the country. I think the kids over the 17 days had a ball, and now that favor is going to be returned. But that future in mini stocks, and you're not that old yourself, mate. You're still young, and it just looks bright for our sport, eh?
Yeah, it's definitely the class to be in if you can get there. It's it's taught all of us how to drive. That's what I come out of. That's what all our national title holders pretty much come out of. So it's definitely a class to be in.
Mike Johnson, you guys should get trackside at the last meeting. Yeah, just sort of.
We're just telling Peter needs to come and have a crack at the lap record as well and beat Zane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Kaelin, I don't know if we caught up with you after that in your English exclusion last year with Asher. How was that for you?
Yeah, that was wicked, eh? Racing's totally different to what what I'm used to. It's a lot more push and shove. But it was bloody wicked.
That's cool.
So you did shale and tarmac? Did you do both over there?
I just raced shale, but none of the meetings we went to were just shale. Yeah.
And different tracks, different type of walling and everything, isn't it? It's just a totally different game.
Yeah, completely different. Well, mainly steel walls, and then the rest of them there's a couple just wire rope ones, but different.
But you loved it, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to go back.
Well, you can take someone else if someone that actually is not going this year. Maybe he gets one and then gets an invite. Tell him you want his invite.
Yeah, we've talked about it. So yeah, we'll just see you come closer to the time, a couple months away. So
very cool.
Wicked. Oh, good on you, mate. Hey, well, we'll let you go. I know you're going to have the weekend off. Good catching up with you at the track. And I know the Mooney family in the sport just lives up there with the legends of the sport as well. And it's good to see you carry on through. And well done, young man, on the runoff and the 2NZ for the North Islands. Eh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations, mate.
Awesome. Thank you.
Keep smiling, bro. Look at it. You haven't stopped smiling. We'll catch you later, Kaelin.
Sweet. See ya.
See you later, mate. It sounds like you got that, Kins? What are you doing there? There we go. Yeah. Sounds like young Kaelin's had a good season, and he qualified for most things. I mean, that's a great way to be for your season. If you can qualify for each big event and in stock cars as well as super stocks, I mean, that's a great That's a great talent, mate.
Oh, the luxury to race both classes, you know, when you take a look at the New Zealand Championships over that time, it ran at Miami over how many days? And of course, you had 200 plus cars at Stratford at the stock cars. You got this young man out there. Then, of course, he turns up at the biggest show, Air Palmy with bloody teams. He's got Auckland teams going on. He's got the big closure coming up. Mate, this guy's just been racing every bloody weekend, and good on him. It's representing the Mooney name, which is bloody cool.
Yeah.
All right, I suppose we better carry on and keep talking there because, yes, Wayne Odden, Skinny Colson is back in the sprint car. I think the 28 car from memory on number this weekend at Harrisville. I think they're racing Sunday. You got Palmy on Friday and Saturday, a couple of big meetings down there, and then Harrisville. And just talking when we talked about the overseas in the UK, obviously Frankie Wayman, we all know Frankie Raymond comes over and gives it his all. And with the Lions, I see Frankie was peddling a late model over in America over the weekend as well, and ripping up on those big high banks in American late models. So Frankie Wayman having a bit of a tutu in there. Who knows what he might turn up? He might jump out of a Superstock at teens and have a go at the Burger King thing if they do it again. Who knows? Anything's possible, Frankie Wayman.
Yeah, there are some good meetings on this weekend. They're still in there. I mean, like you've got that tri-series for the street stocks, which goes Palmy, Miani, Rotorua, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Rotorua's got their 2-day meeting. Hawke's Bay's got their 2-day Easter meeting. You got the big Harrisville sprint cars. It's going to be awesome, man. Kids, make me a sandwich. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'll make you a sandwich. Get Jess to make me a coffee, please. But, you know, there's so many big meetings up and down the country. I was going to ramble all about it all night, but I'm going to miss some unfortunate track out there as well. There's just so many Easter champs. I see there's going to be a special for Jamie Fox. He's confirmed out of Jamie Fox Racing. Next season is his last season. New Zealand Modifieds are in Auckland, but there's going to be a bit of a special that he's going to be doing. If you keep an eye on his Facebook page, it gives you up-to-date stuff there as well. Yeah, you're right, Mike. I'd love to be there trackside. I'd love to be at Palmy and Harrisville this weekend. Rotorua's got another big Easter weekend going on, always does. And, yeah, heats going on. We better bring in the North Island champ, eh, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. There he is. Hey,
It'll be me.
hey mate.
How's it?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, we're good.
Good as. Hey, congrats. I know we can hear clear as Elias. Congratulations once again, mate. And well done, eh?
Cheers. Yeah, bloody wicked weekend, eh?
How wicked was that car? Come on, bro, honestly.
I don't want to blow Pete up too much, but yeah, no, she's a weapon for sure.
It certainly looked. It certainly looked.
I
like
love my car, but
shoot.
that was another level.
Yeah, it was, and we noticed that too on the qualifying on Friday, where you were on the pace, and it just seemed to go in the pointy direction where you wanted it to go, eh? And mate, she's got some grunt behind it, eh?
Oh yeah, she's got some boogie, and yeah, definitely just goes wherever you want it to go. Yeah, we sort of I focused pretty hard. Pretty different car for me. You know, I actually went around every Rees car that I could find in the pits on Friday night, looking where everyone had their bars and talking to as many people as I could just to sort of get some information. Ashley gave me some pointers and some tips and just explained the rear end to me a little bit, which helped a lot. And yeah, just helped a lot, obviously. But yeah, just trying to understand it. Completely different car to mine. And yeah, just copied everyone else basically, and yeah, it worked.
All right, just to clarify for our viewers that are watching, before they start getting on the keyboard and typing and stuff, whose car is it?
It's Dave Merritt's car. So part of the Pollock team, Wayne and Tomo also. But yeah, 777, Dave Merritt. Fairly new car. I think it's only done like 6 or 7 meetings. So yeah, she's pretty immaculate.
Yeah, pretty fresh out of the bag, and look what you achieved, mate, the bloody Hamilton Ashfeld's North Island Championship. Oh, well, Dave, I think I'm going to go look for another car, and I think Elias wants to keep going.
Yeah, well, he did say that to me on Sunday night. He goes, "It's your car, mate. You take it for the big meetings. I'll just drive it club night." So I said, "No way. I'll never want to get back in my own car if I keep driving that thing, you know." But yeah, credit to those guys too. Everyone who takes care of it. Kerry and the boys, they don't muck around with spending money on it and making sure it's top notch.
Yeah,
couldn't fault it.
Hey, Tomo is watching. Elias, hope you got your song ready, champ. You got to sing Hooky My, Hooky My.
He's a funny bugger, isn't he? He's got some jokes at him.
And that's what we love about our sport. Look, you alluded to the people that helped you out, because this was a whole foreign thing with you with the car and everything. You had Asher help you out, the crew that helped you out, the camaraderie, the fun, and everything behind the scenes. That's what makes it all click, and that's what I love about the Speedway family. Forget about that bloody keyboard rubbish, but what happens at the track, on the track, that just means that's massive.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas and his family, Kylie and young Tama. Oh, yeah. I can't say enough about them. It was basically them all weekend. My crew, we were all packed together. My boys helped out as much as they could. But yeah, Tomo and Kylie took care of me. They actually run the truck over on Friday morning first thing. We had an issue. We couldn't get the driver over there for Friday night. So they run the truck over there Friday first thing in the morning, left it there all weekend, and then someone went and picked it up on Monday. Tomo, I just left him to it, I tell everyone I didn't touch the car all weekend. Well, that we didn't, but he was full noise on the car. I think I popped the bonnet at one point just to have a nosy. But he was hard into it and he took care of it. Well, it was all foreign to me. The car, the trailer, all the shit in the trailer. I don't know what's going on there, man. I just jump in it, find the gear stick, find the steering wheel, and go for it. And it just worked out. It was a good team on the weekend. So wicked.
That's what I like, mate. It's a team effort, eh? It's not about bloody eye in the sport. In a lot of sports, I credit so many people that they thank their teams, because there is a lot that happens, and I've been involved in multiple sports from player and coach, and it's massive when it comes to team effort, and it's good to see you thank all those people, because that means so much. Modu, they started racing in the UK, might have been the car I was talking about with Frankie, and he won. Of course he won. He always bloody wins just about everything where he races. That guy, holy shit, Elias, without a hat. Hey, without a hat.
Who's that?
That's Wayne Otten, mate. Wayne Otten.
Yeah, stay off the keyboard, eh?
Oh, what a god! You're a true champ, mate. It was a pleasure.
And on their books, you got some.
Mate, I'm getting attacked again like last week, so I'm going to give him a bit of a give it the hoot nanny with my spray.
he's always getting attacked by bloody moss.
What the hell's going on here? Close the doors, man.
Oh, well, it gets a bit hot here in the Hawke's Bay, bro. You gotta, it's.
Wait, where's Ams? Is Ams near you?
Yeah, Ams wanted to ask him a question. So, hang on, watch this. Here you go. Ams wants to ask you a question, Elias.
That doesn't look appropriate with him sitting down there like that, mate. Honestly,
what's that about? What's that?
I don't want to show my face.
Get out there, you handsome little bugger.
Hey, Elias, mate, fantastic result on the weekend, buddy. I know I had given you a bit of stick, a bit of banter leading up to the event. We all know your Bay Park through and through, but I had to remind you that you're driving a Huntley car. But I think can we comfortably call that I think we can call that a splinter. Are you're a splinter? You're a Bay Park driver, but driving a Huntley car. I think we can call that a splinter.
You can call it what you like, Ems. The trophy's at my house, so.
Mate, but I'm just trying to work it out while we're talking here. I says, how many guys have done what Elias has done, Books? Jumped into a foreign car.
Yeah.
And achieved what he's done. I'm guessing there will be someone. If someone wants to put it in the comment on someone that they may know, Maru, Wayne, Scott, whoever's out there, just let us know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, me and you were sitting there on Friday night after those first heats, and we're talking about, movers and shakers, and we both said, man, Elias is humming in that freaking thing, and you jumped in it, pedaled it beautifully. I mean, it looked like it was point and shoot all weekend, that car. You talked about before, mate, about how you spoke to people asking them for help and that with the car, Elias, and you got some advice from Asher. And me and Kins often talk about this over this weekend when we saw Asher talking to different people about how to set up those cars. That kid is really onto it, isn't he?
Oh yeah, unbelievable. He started explaining the 4-bar and the spring rates, and sort of half of it went out the other ear, but he sort of told me what I wanted to hear and said, "What you're doing, shoot for it," and it worked. But yeah, I wasn't sure. I was thinking all week about asking him, and then I was talking to Zane, and Zane was like, "Oh, my car's a little bit different." Talked to Asher, so I hit up Asher, and he said, "Oh, come see me at the track." And no hesitation, just flat out told me exactly what to do.
I think that's the beauty of it too, kids, isn't it? When you talk about, like we hear Pete talk about his customers and their customers, and even though it's a customer car, you're not actually a customer, but you were driving it. But
but I'm a competitor too.
Yeah, exactly, and I think even if you were having trouble with your actual chassis, and you said to them, "Oh, you got any ideas?" I'm sure that'd help, and that's what I like about the sport. With those, everyone says, "Oh, the Rees chassis are out there," and they are, but the support they give each individual person that owns that car is incredible. I mean, they drop everything to help you, and that helped you that weekend because it showed you took it out, mate.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't get fired up, but I sort of laugh when I see people bashing on the Rees guys, and I just think if you knew what these guys do for our class, man, you'd never say a word about them because they just, you ask them anything, they'll help you. Obviously, fierce competitors, they're not going to give you an inch on the track, but they want everyone out there, and they definitely want their cars doing well. So, I can't say any more about them. Just
And I'll just highlight some of that when we had Pete at his share when we did the teens build up, and you were out there, Books, and he walked around and told everyone how things work and how the setups of cars and everything. He didn't hide any secrets. He let everyone know. Hey, just going back to that little question that I asked in regards to doing what Elias achieved in the weekend. Craig Pearce, 100% right with the Chris Allen car, got the New Zealand champs and rotors. I remember being at that meet all those years gone by. Pat Westbury and the Ellsworth trial rail as well. I knew Muddy would help me out here. Shane Harwood driving Ben Smith's car as well. Yeah, keep going, Muddy. I know you're an encyclopedia of this bloody stuff. But
Muddy actually asked as well, Kins, Elias, what is your chassis of your car?
So it's a bit of a Gil Gorge copy. My brother and the old man built it probably like 6 or 7 years ago. So home built, and we actually copied all the rear end of a Rees at that point. Our car before that, we sent it down to Pete to get it updated, all the rear end to 4-bar. So it was quite an old setup in the back. It was out of the old 1GB tank, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We robbed all the gear out of that, and it's all been updated since then. But all the geometry and stuff is sort of older Rees style. But yeah, she's a real unicorn. She's pretty special to me.
Yeah,
mate,
but you can't really compare that car to anything else. It's sort of just its own thing.
Hey, but you done the job, bro, at the Palmy teams, with the Busters. You just put yourself out there. You just block like anything. I know we caught up at the motel. We were talking about it there, and it was just on the mush during that whole bloody time with the Busters. I'm guessing there's a meeting tomorrow. That's why we're having the show, part of it tonight, because you got a Busters meeting, getting prepared for Auckland teams.
Yeah, that's it. Get all the boys back together and sort of just see where everyone's at, make sure everyone's ready to go. Horse told me on the weekend it's 6 cars, 6 drivers, so I'm real happy about that. I think everyone's happy about that.
Yeah.
That's sort of how it needs to be. I think we need to push for that when we go to Palmy. Just I've never jumped in another car and felt 100% comfortable. When I jumped in Dave's car, that's the only other car that I've jumped in and felt good. He's obviously the same size as me, identical seat. But yeah, I've never jumped in another car and felt comfortable. I've done teams races in other people's cars. Rookies I was pretty comfortable in, but I did one in the Palmy track car once, and I thought never again. If it's not right, it's your confidence is out the window, and you're more likely to get hurt, and it's just the unknown, eh? So, 6 drivers, 6 cars. That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Fox, don't be surprised we see the 5M on the Speedway buy and sell page on Facebook in the next few days. Hey?
That car's never getting sold.
You can always you got a spare shed, mate, park it up and drive the one you got now.
You can go on the Mez. That car's too special to me.
Hey,
never
what's
forget
the plans?
your first day.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, what's the rest of the race season looking like for you, mate? Because it's just about winding up everywhere.
Yeah, I think we're going to have Easter off. Just give everyone a break. And then I think we're a month on the trot. We've got Huntley, and then on the 6th, and then Bay Park. Last meeting at Bay Park. Then obviously Auckland teams, and then we're going to try, as long as the car's still going, we'll try for Huntley the weekend after. And then we need to do a crew day, Proven Sponsors Day at some point. But yeah, we'll basically be a month after, on the trot after Easter. So we'll have a break and get stuck into it again. Yeah.
Okay. So you've had a bloody good season to date, mate. You know, overall, aside from what you achieved on Sunday, you've enjoyed the whole season overall?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, win or lose, I love going racing, you know. There's no two ways about it. But we seem to have some pretty bad luck when it comes to the big championships. And, it just never really works out for us, even in the first night. Like, New Zealand's qualifying night didn't work out for us. We were so close, and then we just had an issue on the last lap that stopped us from qualifying, and that sort of gutted us. The whole team was pretty down in the dumps after that. But yeah, no, we've had a good season. We've had really good showing at Bay Park. I know we've just got the car sorted there. The car's loving Bay Park, so and everywhere else we go, we're well on the pace. Not a lot of flags, but we're there. We're enjoying ourselves, and the car hasn't given us much grief at all. So we're pretty happy.
Who was the young guy driving your car over the weekend?
That's my brother Blake.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So he did. He was overseas for a couple of years. So I did last season without him, and then he showed up. He arrived back. The weekend of Huntley teams this year. So he's just been itching at the bit to get back in the car. So we've just sort of been sharing drives whenever we could.
Cool.
And then that's why Tomo offered me a car. Sort of just frees Blake up to get in the car as well. Obviously, he's hanging out to get in there. So pretty wicked to have us both out there.
Yeah, you got a bit of a big Superstock meeting coming up at Bay Park soon, eh? I see it all over Facebook.
Yeah, it must be the Rumble.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Rumble. Yeah, it's on the way. So it'd be good to see a few Superstocks here. I think Books and I were there during Hokie Ashby's memorial, and it was great to see a good number turn out, you know, and hey, it was bloody good, eh?
Yeah, well, that's what we need at Bay Park, eh? It's pretty boring with only 20 cars, to be honest. You need a lot more cars at Bay Park. I always say, 35 cars at Bay Park is like Rotorua with 20. Like, just the track's so big, you can get a lot of cars out there, and it can be awesome racing too. They've really sorted that track out. Most of the time, it's pretty wicked, awesome drive. But yeah, you need the cars there to make it good racing. Otherwise, we're just you can do a whole race without touching anyone.
Yeah, similar question to Kaelin asked a couple of minutes ago, mate. Bay Park open wheeler class, obviously it's hugely a big bloody track. Put your Superstock aside, pick one of the other classes. What would you, Elias Dykstra, like to have a pedal at? What would you jump behind the wheel, and what would excite you out there?
If I was, depending on circumstance, like if I was had to race locally, I'd want to get in a super saloon.
Okay.
But like my ultimate fantasy is go modified. I just think that's the most untamed sort of horsepower.
We might have to get you riding a modified, mate.
Yeah. Me and Ricky need to have a chat. But yeah, I think modified, they're the best to watch. They're just out the gate. No front wings, so they're always doing wheelies and shit. I reckon modified would be wicked. But the only issue for me would be got to travel all the time to get to the fields. Those guys all stick together. Probably 20 guys that travel around. So I like to stay fairly close to home.
Yep. Fair enough.
But yeah, if circumstances made it happen, I'd love to do a season in a modified. That'd be awesome.
Wicked. I can just see if Brad Lane was watching, I tell you what, mate, you'd be hooked up. Trust me. Hey, Brad loves that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, me and Ricky always say, we'll swap for a night, but it's easy to say that, but we need to make it happen at one point. We can get back in
That's my favourite paint job, that car.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'd be pretty worried about borrowing a car too. Superstock, you can't wreck it too bad, but modified, you can do a lot of damage in 2 laps in a modified, eh?
Yeah, you can actually if you meet the wall. Evan Thomason, 6th of April is the V final meeting this year. Asking all drivers to come along. That'll be a massive meeting there. Horses watching, bro. Chirp Lockman, well done, bro. Congratulations. What do we got here? Was there much difference in power between the 49M to the 77H when they're hooked up?
Yeah, definitely a lot different power. That 777's got a big dog Nissan in it. The 49's got identical motor to my car in it. So Toyota and the 49, and then the big dog Nissan and the 777. There's definitely a horsepower difference there. We were just lucky on the weekend that track to set the car up. To get out of the turn, you had to slow it down, and then you needed all the horsepower to get out on the pole line. So I think that's what helped us big time. Was just having the car that could do that. I know if I was on 5M on the weekend, you'd end up driving it way too hard, and you can't get it off the pole line out of the turn that quick. So that 777, she's got some boogie, right? Big dog, Hartliness in it.
Wicked. Ian Peterson, well done, Elias. He's watching. Pete Rose giving a thumbs up. Yeah, Kyle Fraser, awesome win on Sunday, mate. Actually, young Blake Fraser done well too with the New Zealand Mini stock team. There you go. Zach, Elias Dykstra, nice one. Edge dog, one North Island, eh?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet is. Have we missed anyone else here? We got. I think that's about it. I think that's about a wrap there. You got anyone you want to say thank you? So I suppose you mostly said it, or Thomas, Kylie, and Dama, and you got sponsors.
I made a shout through Pollock's through the Slater Boys sponsors, eh? I got them to send me a list today because I showed up with nothing on the weekend and just get to drive a car. I better thank the right people, eh? Like obviously all of my regular sponsors got me in the position to get offered the drive, but Pollock Cranes, DB Construction, CLL Service and Solutions, 0800 Hire Prop, Mix Up Concrete, Lowline Earthworks, Ashby Engineering, Rees Race Cars, and Hartley Engines. So those are the guys that help out the Slater Boys and Dave and that. Those are the guys to thank. Obviously, their car. So
Wicked, bro. Wicked. Well, it's 8:30. I'll let you get back and enjoy the evening, the rest of the evening. Enjoy your Easter, mate. Chill out and have a good time. And once again, congratulations what you achieved. You kept it tidy at that pointy end, and you had the biggest smile in the club rooms when I was emceeing and handing over the trophy. So well done, bro. And good luck, for the rest of the season. See you at Auckland Teens Nets.
Yeah, mate. Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Elias. Yeah, awesome. Well, Kins, that's just about another wrap for us, isn't it? It's been a good show of the 3 champions of the weekend. Oh, look, there we go. There's the picture. We got those are good trophies too, weren't they, eh? Shivers.
Oh, shivers. They were bloody awesome, mate. And it was really good to see. So that's the winners from wrong way. Just go that way. There's your tier 2 winners. Young Luke Baldwin, Hamish Booker,
and Hamish Booker,
and Steiny, yeah. So that's how that all went. And if I go back,
look, there's that Hello Stranger calf there.
Yeah, there it is. And there's your little New Zealand team, the young kids. Young Flynn spoke for them. That's the trophy. been around for so long, and that's a young New Zealand team. And just to wrap it up, there's the Aussie team there who have just flown out this morning back to Oz and 17 days here in New Zealand, loving it.
They were great kids to talk to, weren't they, Kins, the other night? When we spoke to the Aussie New Zealand teams. They were fantastic to speak to. That was awesome. Future of our sport there, mate.
Yeah, 100%. What do we got here? True champ. Yeah, you're right, Thomas. How's that sandwich coming? Bloody Jace. Hey, Jace. Thanks, by the way, for breakfast on Saturday. Mark Goodman, 48-6.
We just need to ignore that one. Ignore that comment. We're just ignoring that comment.
Hey, and I just want to say a special thank you to the Costello family. They know what that's all about. I just want to say thanks to the whole family, and definitely be looking after you when I catch you next time. So I appreciate that.
We had we also we had old Ethan Rees in my camper, didn't we, up there?
Oh, that's right.
With the VR having a go, and he loved it. Absolutely loved the bloody racing. My VR and that up in the camper. So I think next time we need to put Peter Rees on it, and put him in a runoff situation or something. Of the
don't put Peter in there, mate. He'll blow it up. He wants to blow that shit up.
Yeah, blow up the camper. Yeah, he wants to blow up the camper. Yeah. Kill the internet. He wants to blow up the internet.
Cheers, team. Awesome books. We can hold hands in the hold hands in the pits next time.
Thomas, hold hands. Yeah, we can hold hands, Thomas. We can skip along.
Hey,
I think on that note, we'll say goodbye.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. But please be safe out there. Lead the racing to the track. Get to the track, and Easter's coming up. Some places aren't looking too good, especially around the North Island weather-wise, but just take care out there and enjoy your Easter weekend. And we'll catch up with you back to our normal slot, Wednesday, 7:30. Everyone out there, happy Easter. Stay safe, and take care. See you around.
See you, everyone. Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Natty.